Hello everyone, welcome to CodeSoft. In this video, we'll talk about how to get off-campus placement calls. Introducing myself, I am Abhishek, an SD at Swiggy. Prior to Swiggy, I have worked with Cadence as well as Mentor Graphics, and all these companies I have got through off-campus placement. So I have a fair enough idea how we should try and apply to all the companies outside our campus. So let's get started with this video. Now, let's say if you already have some experience, you're working somewhere and you want to switch to a better opportunity, then how you should proceed for a off-campus job and what all things that matter is. So the first thing that matter in such a case is your company. So if you have a good named company, then that matters a lot because recruiters do think that if you're coming from so and so company, then there is a possibility that you are working in a good culture and you are working in a good place. So you might be getting good opportunities and good amount of exposure to things. So that is why they do prefer you over other candidates. The second thing that matters is your tech stack. So let's say you are applying for a React developer job and you are already working on React in your current company, then that gives you an edge over other candidates again because you are having some experience in the same domain and that helps the company and they won't have to teach you much to their things. So that is also a good advantage. So these two things matter a lot if you already have some experience. And let's say if you are having an experience, but that is like let's say it's of some other industry, you're not from software industry and you want to switch to software industries, then you can follow the things that I'll be telling in the upcoming slides as well. Now, let's say you are a college student or a recent graduate, right? And you want to apply to off-campus jobs since you're not satisfied with your college placement or you want a better opportunity. So, what all things you can have in a resume that stands you out with the other candidates? Let's look at all of them. The first one is internship with a good company. So, if you have an internship with a company that is a well-renowned company, that adds an edge to you because you are a recent graduate. Company does not expect that you'll be having good exposure, but let's say with an internship you have worked 2 3 months somewhere, that tells the company that yes, you have an idea how the industry works and you'll be able to cope up with the things pretty soon than the other candidates. So this is one thing that can help you, but again I would say this is not a compulsory because everyone do not have an internship with a good company. I'll be telling other things also how you can, which you can do without having an internship with other things. The next thing is internship in a relevant tech stack. So again, so even if you do not have an internship in a good company, but you have worked on a good software skill somewhere, then that also helps along. Again, let's say you have done a web development internship somewhere, then that also adds slight edge than other candidates. The third thing is good ranks or stars in competitive programming or platforms. So if you have some, let's say 3 4 star 5 star coder at CodeChef, or you have won some good Google Code Jam or some other competitions, then these things also you can put in your resume to stand out than the other candidates. So these are some things that is good to have, but it's obvious that necessary. It's not necessary that everyone will be having it. So now let's see that things you can do as a fresher. So let's say you're not having an internship, but you want to work hard, you have time and the passion to do it. So how you can improve your resume, what all things you can do, which can surely add up some skills in your resume, right? So first thing is just pick up one path out of the following. These are web development, app development, or the third is machine learning or data science. So let's say you pick any particular path, right? Then what you have to do is you just have to work on that path and create good 2 to 3 live projects for the above chosen path. Now, why I'm saying so is that these things is something that with time you can learn. Like there's no compulsion that you have to pass any exam to learn such a skill, right? So these things you can do on your own without any requirement of an internship or anything, and this you should do to make your resume more technical and more helpful and more relevant for the recruiters to hire you, right? So first thing is pick any one path. I would recommend if you go with the web development or Android development, right? Because machine learning, it is a good stream. There is a lot of openings in this side also, but as a fresher I feel that there are more openings for a web developer or a iOS or an Android developer. So you can pick any one of those, right? After that, pick a particular chosen tech stack for it. So let's say if we talk about web development, there are a lot of web development things, right? If you go for a front end thing, then in front end also there is Angular, there is React, there is Vue.js, there are a lot of frameworks involved. So pick a particular set of frameworks that you want and do all the projects on that particular framework only. This will help you master that tech stack also, and also make your resume a more systematic one, right? So this is how you should do. Then create 2 to 3 live projects. Now this you have done, but how you will showcase these things, right, to the recruiters, how you will attract recruiters with these projects. So there is two major important things that you should have in your resume after creating the projects, and these are the project GitHub repo link and the project deployment link. So once you have done the project, right, you will be writing the code, just deploy that code on GitHub and add your link, that GitHub link, onto your resume. These links actually add a huge advantage when we talk about the off-campus placements, because the recruiters, they do not just check your basic things, right? You have, if you mention a project, they won't know that you have actually done it or not. But if you will add certain links to that, that will actually prove that you have done some hands-on work on that project, and that will clarify your hard work, right? So you should add, one thing is your GitHub link, the other one is the deployment link. So what deployment link means is that once you have created the project, you need to deploy it to the internet using certain things. GitHub is one of them. So basically with that link, you can show the live project, the live working of the project. And this also helps because the recruiter can open through this link, can see your work, how beautifully you have created the project, and all the insights related to projects he can see through this deployed link as well as the GitHub link. So these two links, if you add for your each project, so trust me, if you have these links for, let's say, 2 or 3 of your projects, this will actually add a huge impact on your resume, and the recruiters will actually get a good hold that you have done a lot of work and research as well as hands-on work on the projects and that particular tech stack. So this you should, or I mean, everyone should follow this, because internship is not necessary that everyone will have, but with time and commitment, you can always do 2 to 3 projects, and you can maintain a GitHub repository as well as deploy them. So apart from this, a college CGPA and all those things, they add a 2 to 3% of extra help. If you have a good CGPA, then that can also help. But this project thing you should follow. Next thing is that obviously if you are applying, you should have a good knowledge of data structures and algorithms also, because 80 to 90% companies for a fresher will obviously focus on data structures and algorithms. And in the coding round or the interviews, somewhere you'll always be asked data structures. So you can do a parallel thing of improving your, updating your resume, your tech stack, as well as your data structures. Now, let's say you are done with your resume, you have added the projects, you have added links, you have added the courses, all the things, all the technical stuff you can add, you have done that. Now you want to apply. The question comes is where to apply. So the first method is the company portals, the conventional method. You go to a company, search the career page, search for a relevant job over there, and you apply over there, right? But the chances of getting a call from this method is fairly low. The reason being, there are lots of students applying for the same role, and for the same role, and the company cannot shortlist everyone. They have certain filters. Maybe they go with the referral students, referral applicants first, and then maybe they search for other applicants. So the chances, if I talk about applying through company portals, is very low if you do not have any referral or something, right? So the next one is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very powerful. I'll tell you how you can apply through LinkedIn and how, which approach you should follow while using LinkedIn. The third one is hiring portal. So there are several portals where companies post their job openings, and you can directly go through them and apply from there. So these are certain methods. Now, hiring portals, what all hiring portals you can go through? First one is Hacker Earth. So if you are good at, let's say, programming or any development things, so every day or maybe every week there are lots of competitions that go on Hacker Earth, and with those competitions you can get a hiring job. And so there are good opportunities at Hacker Earth also. You can look over that as well. Apart from that, Indeed, Hirect, or if I talk about Glassdoor, so Glassdoor, if you search for any companies, Glassdoor gives you an option of all the open positions, so you can search and apply through that. And Hirect or Indeed, these companies, they also have openings of all the companies, so you can try through these hiring portals as well. If you have good skills, then Hacker Earth is obviously a good option for you, right? Now let's come to the main part, that is getting jobs through LinkedIn. So if I talk about my personal experience, I have got all the offers through LinkedIn only. And how I got them is, the first thing I did was I have updated my LinkedIn profile. So this means that if I have created any project, I have added that in my profile. I have added the link also, so anyone visiting my profile, he can check all my projects, all my things, like if I done any courses also, all the things, everything I have added and updated in my LinkedIn profile. So you should also do the same as you start your LinkedIn journey, right? And after that, you have to increase your connections. So this is an important step. So LinkedIn, let's say it gives around 100 connection requests per 100 connection requests per week. So the next step is to add more connections, right? And increase the connections, add people from software industry, add recruiters, add anyone whom you feel can be helpful in getting an opportunity, right? And why do I stress upon adding more connections is because people post a lot regarding hiring in their organization. So if you particularly message these person who have put up a post regarding hiring in their company, then your chances of getting an interview call or at least a referral for that particular position increases by a fair enough chance. Yeah, so these are some of the scenarios where LinkedIn can be very useful. Now, this is not a 1 day or a 2 day journey. This takes time, but you need to build your connections. You need to build your profile slowly and steadily to actually increase your chances. Right now, this is also one such scenario that you see a particular post regarding hiring, and then you message him or her regarding that post and get a referral. But let's say you do not see any such hiring post, and you still want to try through LinkedIn, then this is one of the good way which you can go through to maximize your job search through LinkedIn. This is that once you have increased your connections, you have added some good amount of recruiters or software industry people, you can message them directly and tell them what you actually want from them, and that can be really useful. And there is no harm in asking for professional help from anyone, right? So it's not that you, if you do not know him personally, he or she will not help. This is not the scenario. Tell him entirely. So this is what a random template should look like, which I used to actually follow while messaging people. I used to start with a greeting message and obviously a two-liner introduction, like if, from which college I am, or if I'm working, which company I work in, which role I work in, right? Then I mention my key skills. So if like I am a web development enthusiast, then I mention what all things I have worked on, which all skills, which all technical portions I have covered, all those things I mentioned, and then I drop relevant links of the projects or other any technical achievements that have that can actually impact the person that I can create, right? So these things help, and then you can just mention that what exactly help you want from them. Do you want a particular referral, or do you want any particular role, or anything you want? You can mention that after that. And if let's say you are asking for a referral, then you can just drop for a link or a job ID that you want from the opening. This job ID or link you'll get from the company's portal. So let's say you go to a company portal, you find the relevant job for yourself, you copy that link, and then that you can paste it and ask for a referral. The referral process does not guarantee a call, but it fairly speeds up your process for getting a call. So this is how I end up my message with a thanking message and requesting for a response, right? So this is the message template that I follow, and it's a good message template. You do not expect that every time you will message anyone you'll get a response, but out of let's say 10, you'll surely get 2 to 3 responses, and slowly and steadily, as I told you, it's not a 1 day journey. You'll get some calls from this. So the thing is that parallelly, just go through this process, try your job search through LinkedIn, and also parallelly improve your skills, improve your data structures and algorithm, and slowly I am sure that you'll be able to crack some of the good off campus opportunities. So this is all the things that I have tried and that have worked for me, and I hope that this will work for you as well. So thanks for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe the video. Thanks for now. Take care.